new kids on the block. ये Tuesday and Friday का क्या माजरा है यार? Friday कौन है? Tuesday कौन है? Tuesday कौन है? Friday कौन है?
Interchangeable है. I think हम लोग दोनों Tuesday और Friday है क्योंकि हम दोनों we both meet on both the days, you know. So sometimes I'm Tuesday, sometimes she's Friday, sometimes she's Friday, sometimes I'm Friday.
But actually, in real life, are you a Tuesday person or a Friday person?
I am a Friday person.
What about you?
I mean, if I want to sound different and unique, I'll say Tuesday, but I guess who doesn't look forward to the weekend? Let's be honest. So Friday is always nice, yeah. But I have one thing to say. I don't like Friday the 13th. I'm a little superstitious in that sense. So Friday, if it's the 13th, count me out.
Come on. But anyways, it's the millennials' take on love. So, you know, I belong to your mom's generation. I was 8 when Noori came. You know, so I belong to that generation. So, mujhe please understand, Kara, what is the definition of love amongst millennials? Because people have on one hand told me they are the most romantic. On the other, I've heard that they are the most practical. So, hai kya?
Well, I think, ma'am, it's a mix of both. You know, I think there is a bit of that also. You'll find people who are extremely into the idea of, you know, commitment and love and romance, and more so than maybe from yesteryears. It's surprising that these young kids, and then on the other side, you have people who have absolutely no tolerance, where work is life for them. Time nahi hai, ye nahi hai, wo nahi hai, practicality chahiye. So I think they both coexist, and I think there's no definition for it. I think right now love is so tricky that everyone is just spending their time figuring it out for themselves, you know.
So. What about you? He's given the man's perspective.
You know, honestly, with me, I think you can very well fit me into the old school box. And, you know, for me, love is always about being committed and being, you know, together and doing things together, and also having a sense of tolerance, because, you know, in order for anything to work in life, you need to put in the effort, have the tolerance to sort of bear with everything that you come across together as a couple. And that's something that I've seen in my, you know, my parents and their generation. They had a lot of tolerance towards their relationship and what they faced, and towards one another, even with their children. I think we have less tolerance. You know, this generation is,
we want everything quick.
Everything you want is like, you know, fast and quick. And if it's not working, then chalo chodo and
exactly.
Like
and then so many options that have come up, then people don't have kisi ko jaan pao ya time do, kisi ko waqt bitao, figure someone out. You know, I just think it's,
and so I think it's a constant battle between the mind and heart, which I think for me, it's important to keep the heart where it belongs and the mind where it belongs. When you start like juggling between the two, then it becomes difficult.
So हमारे time में होता था ना, like I'm talking about हमारे time, like, you know, the 80s, that you could not even tell your crush that you liked him or her. And, you know, when heart broke, you could जैसे राज कपूर की फिल्मों में वो जो बीन बजती थी, वो शहनाई, वो सब होता था आपके साथ. आप लोगों का generation is एक तो dating apps, ऊपर से Instagram पे social media breakups. Now please explain.
It's all technology. I feel technology has taken over everyone's life, and social media, and like, you know, phone पे सब कुछ होता है अब तो. Dates भी phone पे ही होते हैं.
Phone पे क्या message है? DM.
DM, yeah, exactly. किसी को बोलना है like you तो DM आ जाता है Instagram पे. कोई कुछ special करना होता है तो वो भी phone पे. Poem भी लिखती हूँ तो phone पे लिख के भेजो. So
exactly.
वो जो direct, वो जो contact होता है ना, वो बहुत कम हो गया. Like, you know, where you're sending letters or you're doing something for one another, like, you know, those little things are missing a little.
Yeah.
What about you, Anmol?
Yeah, no, I think
ऐसा breakup किया किसी के साथ over social media?
नहीं, please. I maintain this, yaar. I'm a nice guy that way. I think you have to have respect for the girl. You have to, you know, you can't, कैसे text पे, it's very rude, it's very unsavory. It's not something I would do, you know, to be very honest. No, but like you were saying, आपके ज़माने के, mom के ज़माने के, it was very different. That time, I think, अगर कोई लड़का का phone भी आता घर पे, it used to be like, no, right? It's a no, exactly.
His sister or girlfriend would say, and then you took the call.
Exactly. So I think times have really changed. We have access, obviously, to a lot more. We have a lot more options in that sense, however wrong that sounds, you know. And I think it's important for people to just meet people and figure out for themselves, give them a chance, spend time and learn about each other before koi, very hasty decision ki nahi, next swipe karo, ye karo, wo karo. No, it shouldn't be like that.
हाँ, सही में Tuesdays and Fridays ही है आपके generation के साथ, swipe left, swipe right.
तो इन वे अच्छी बात है ना मैम, एटलीस्ट ये लोगों का जो उनको बिलीव करना है वो लोग रिलेट कर पाएंगे होपफुली फिर फिल्म से.
Totally. पर आपकी तो मॉम ने आपके लिए लड़की भी ढूंढ ली थी इंडियन आइडल में यार.
I think.
So will you go with mom's choice actually? Are you that Biba Munda that's in Punjabi who will go with mama's choice?
I am a full mama's boy. I think she has brought me up so well and so like by herself that for me, she's number one for me. Like she's my queen, so I take whatever she says very, very seriously and to heart. And I'm very open to jo bhi wo kehna chahti hai mere bare mein, ya, with, even to do with the girls I date or I'm with, whatever, I take her word very seriously, yes.
So coming to the movie, Sanjay Leela Bhansali, production. I mean, the newcomers we'd seen were Ranbir and Sonam Savaria, in his film. And then, of course, that you've had, for once we are seeing this romance, then you also had Mizan and, who made their debut. So what was it like you coming into the Sanjay SLB fold, both of you?
But that's what I'm saying. Like till today, we don't realize ki like I literally tell her ki pinch me because it's so overwhelming, right? We've got this chance under such a maverick and super filmmaker like him. It was interesting. Look, he's not directed the film, right? He's produced
it, yeah.
But we were fortunate enough that before we went for shoot to still have, 2-3 meetings with him. He spent 15-20 minutes hamare saath waqt. He told us 1-2 things, and those 10 minutes we learned so much that he didn't have to spend hours, days, months, nothing. हमने वो 10 मिनट से ये ले लिया, हमसे ये ले लिया, so it stuck with us, and we're just very grateful to him to give us this opportunity and platform.
Yeah, it's a blessing. I mean, for a debutant, definitely it's a blessing that you have such a huge name that is attached to you, because it's all about the fact is that he has vested faith in the two of us and in our director,
who's also new.
Yeah. So there are 3 debutants on this film, and the man who has made such beautiful, huge films is putting his name and attaching himself with this film and with us, and that's nothing short of a blessing. And so
Absolutely.
we're grateful that we got the opportunity.
अब मैं आप दोनों से classic question पूछूंगी. I'm sure you're anticipating that, but I'm not getting into any controversy. I just want to know your point of view. He's grown up in the industry. You come from outside this industry, but both of you are making their debut. Was there anything different, Anmol, you can say, or you can say you have been, a Miss India, Which difference do you feel like?
I don't think there was anything different. I'll be very honest. Like I always tell everybody that on this film, all 3 of us have got an equal opportunity, and all 3 of us were treated the same way. Even Taran comes from outside the industry and he's making his debut. For us, this film is a milestone in our lives, and it's going to stay that for the rest of our lives, because this film is going to be our first film, and that's never going to change. And so the times that we've spent together, or the moments that we have had between the 3 of us, or among the 3 of us, whether it be rehearsing for the film or making the film or even getting the opportunity, has all been on the same ground. And we all have been at the same place. So कभी ऐसा तो नहीं हुआ मेरे साथ कि shoot पे अनमोल
वैसा नहीं
हो रहा है या मेरे लिए कम
नहीं ऐसा नहीं. Anmol has seen the industry closely, but it's not that his mother went telling her friends to cast him.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
No, that's what, ma'am. I just want to say कि honestly, this experience has literally been like a joint venture. जो कहते हैं ना साथ. All 3 of us have literally साथ hands पकड़ के साथ चले हैं every step of the way. From it sharing our hair and makeup to traveling together to eating the same food to staying in the same. Like we were all. It was not कि oh yeah, Anmol, कि launch debut vehicle hai. It was a story which Taran had, and he was meeting numerous people for this film, girls and boys. We happened to be one of the few people they were meeting. He liked something in both of us. We both sent our audition tapes. We both did our dance. We both did our spending time with the director, and then he approved us. So I think it was a very joint and correlated kind of venture, which feels nice. You know, I like to be part of this
In
team.
fact, we met Sanjay sir on the same
on
day.
the same day.
We were
Yeah.
we had individual meetings, but we met him at the same time and our auditions
For the
went at
first
the same
time, ma'am. So I had never met him before, and neither had she. So this was the first time for both of us when we met him both on the same day. So it was, for us, it's very special. Our journey has been the same throughout till today. We're sitting next to each other and talking to you.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But Anmol, do you actually feel sometimes being from the industry, you have an edge over someone who's just come out from the outside? And I'm sure you've had your pressure. Will I be able to make it? मैं किसी को जानती नहीं हूँ. Do you think that sometimes you have a thoda sa edge over somebody who's coming from the outside?
I'm sure there is an edge. I'm definitely sure, but I can only speak for my own journey. And as I said to you right now, our journey was literally the same. You know, and I come with the surname, she doesn't come with the surname, but our journey was the same. So I can just speak for myself. I'm sure it's slightly easier. I'm sure when it in some way it probably helps, but I can just speak for my own journey.
That holds true for any industry. Like if
I don't know, that's true.
Merchant Navy, if I wanted to become a captain, then I would have that bit of an edge because
कहाँ यार exam देना पड़ता, मैं भी नेवी से हूँ. एग्जाम देना पड़ता है, इतना आसानी नहीं होता है.
नहीं, इंडियन वाला नेवी नहीं, मर्चेंट नेवी में थे ना.
कैप्टन ऐसे थोड़ी बन जाओगी मर्चेंट नेवी में पापा के कारण.
नहीं, कैप्टन नहीं बनोगे, लेकिन जॉब मिलनी. I'm talking about getting that opportunity to get that job, edge over that, because you know ना fraternity में तो पता होता है कि इसकी
वो मिल जाएगा फॉर्म में अप्रेजल मिल जाएगा.
भले पापा ने फोन किया हो ना हो, लेकिन लोगों को तो पता होगा कि इसकी है. वो थोड़ा सा.
I know, I get that. So both of you were shooting this movie in the UK before the lockdown happened, and now the release during the lockdown. वो कैसा लग रहा है? You know, press meets हो रही हैं virtually, but you know that whole fanfare that all newcomers look for, you know, traveling, promoting the film. Are you missing that?
You know, we're taking it day by day. See, if I was in front of you, I mean, we would have to do this. Can you give me a virtual pump? Like, yeah, see this. So now we have to do things like this, you know. But see, as I said, we can look at this in a way and complain about what we're not getting, right? But at the same time, I think we've got such a great opportunity working with these two great banners and in this lovely film. And our film is going to be one of the first films that's kind of coming out, I think, after 100% occupancy and after things have gotten better in our country. So we have to look at the positives, we have to look at the pluses, और आगे hopefully experiences होंगे where we can, you know, go to city tours and interact with fans and do all that. That itself, उसका भी मजा है.
अलग है.
But right now we are just enjoying this with the virtual, you know. Yeah.
And also, like, she was Miss Internet, na, during the beauty pageant, na. Now with all, do you both as newcomers feel they, you know, the whole lot of young people, I see the stress on social media. Like one of the actors said, मुझे लगता है मैं prep सिर्फ 15% करता हूँ, because 85% I have to focus on मैं कौन सा Insta post डालूँ, मैं कौन सा look डालूँ. Do you feel there is a lot of pressure of being social media savvy all the time? Being spotted, being seen?
I think yes. I'm not gonna lie, but I think you know, social media is really pivotal in the times that we are in, and you know, it's a very strong medium, and which is what I keep telling people, that you know, हम ये trolling वगैरह तो चलती रहती है, वो तो एक है, but it's about how you use that medium. Because now it's gained that much relevance that you have to even be careful of what you are saying and what you are putting out there, because the world is watching. The generations much younger than us are watching us, and you know, they really get influenced by what you put and what you are saying. And there's a lot that is getting communicated digitally, because also अभी pandemic के वजह से तो ज़्यादा ही हो गया, I think, you know, ये एक साल में, because hard media was not present, nothing was present. We were watching films on OTT, all promotions were happening there, so it has just, you know, taken its own place, and people who are not very savvy with social media and the internet are now having to like get their you know, pull their socks up, basically.
What about you, Anmol?
Yeah, ma'am, I'm honestly learning day by day. I don't think I was one of those so to say film kids who was, you know, splashed all over the media before my film.
True.
You know what I'm trying to say?
I agree.
It's that's what. So I'm hoping people take me as a breath of fresh air and not someone who's, you know, kind of being seen everywhere. So I'm learning day by day. I'm learning Instagram. I'm learning everything. It's enjoyable. It's fun. It's, yeah, you have to be responsible, but it's fun. Let's see.
Lastly, जाते जाते, I know in this industry वो कहते हैं ना हर Friday एक star बनता है, every day someone's launched. It's also a very stressful place.
Right.
Are you both mentally strong to take what comes there? What is that one thing that kind of makes you anxious of the road ahead? Because I know it is a new path that you're treading on. Excitement भी है, anxiety भी है.
Absolutely. No, firstly, what do we want? We want people to like us and accept us, right? Acceptance is, I think, number one. Uske baad everything kind of follows. So as long as people like something about her, something about me, something about the film as a collective, and just show their love in some way towards us, I think that for us will be a big deal to start off with, you know.
Yeah, there's definitely anxiety, there's definitely nervousness, but there's also excitement because, you know, this is something that we've waited for so long to, you know, have a film of our own and be out there and to have audience, yes, of course, to have them watch it, but also the industry. So I think it's very important also for that to happen, you know,
Right.
because we want to keep working and we want to keep moving forward. And we just hope and we pray that our film is taken well and our work is noticed by people, you know.
Right.
And that we can somewhere
make a little place for ourselves.
Make a little
also.
place for
Absolutely.
ourselves.
And I also feel now, I think there is space for everybody because, you know, with OTT platforms, with films, I think everyone can find their place in the sun. It's big enough.
Absolutely.
Yes.
तो
Definitely.
जाते जाते ये बता, अगर संजय लीला भंसाली की एक फिल्म आप दोनों वैसे करना चाहते, वो कौन सी एक फिल्म होती?
ये बहुत सारी है, but I think मेरे लिए देवदास would be one film that I would really.
पारो या चंद्रमुखी in देवदास?
That's a tough one, you know. Lekin Chandramukhi. Chandramukhi would be
What about you?
the part I would like to play.
I actually, there are a couple of ones which I like for both, for various reasons. One, I would say Ram Leela, because it's just such a fun, exciting, entertaining kind of character in that film, and I love song and dance. So that's one. And the other one I liked was also the Khilji character from Padmavat, which is, you know, little hatke, and I think I can bring that intensity also if I grow my hair and the beard, and also these are the two exciting.
Also Khamoshi, which not many people like relate to,
Yeah.
but I think Manisha
totally मेरे time की picture है, वो मेरे time की picture है. Annie was a lovely character.
It was ahead of its time, I feel, when it
totally. And all the very best of Tuesday और Friday का क्या plan है दोनों?
साथ में बिताने वाले Tuesday और Friday को.
Tuesdays and Fridays तो fix.
आज Tuesday है, by the way.
हाँ, I know Tuesday है. Friday को picture आ रही है, तो next Tuesday का क्या plan है?
Next Tuesday भी साथ में बैठेंगे हम लोग.
चलो.
Spend some time. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. All the very best.
फिल्म जरूर देखना मैम.
जरूर देखूंगी. वैसे आजकल करो क्या, फिल्म्स के सिवा तो कुछ कर ही नहीं सकते हो. Thank you so much. All the very best.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye.